Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Network Chuck. I've got my wife here, Abby. Say hi.
Hi.
This is her first live stream. She's a little bit nervous, and so take it easy on her. Anyways, guys, I wanted to live stream today because I found out something kind of weird about my CCNP, and it's my fault. I'm kind of an idiot. Oh, and by the way, if you can hear me, let me know. Oh, and also, I've got my daughter Evie here. We named her Evelyn. I'm probably going to end up calling her 11 for obvious reasons, and that's my baby. So anyways, I'll get into what I found out about my CCNP, and then we'll go into Ask Me Anything. Y'all can ask her some questions, and we'll go into it. Cool. Y'all can hear me? Awesome. So I passed my troubleshoot exam in January. I blogged about that, vlogged about it, and it was an awesome feeling. And I didn't need the certification, so I didn't go back and look. Oh, we got a new member, Matthew Moore. Welcome, Matthew Moore. Thanks for joining the team. Say welcome, Matthew.
Welcome.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Talk louder.
Okay.
So I passed my T-shoot, but I didn't look to see if I got the certification. I didn't need it. I just wanted to finish that. What I didn't realize, and I should have realized, is that you have to take all 3 exams. So to get CCNP routing and switching certified currently, you got to pass route, switch, and T-shoot. You have to pass all 3 of those within the span of 3 years. But I didn't, man. I passed my my route or my switch back in 2015, passed my route in 2016, and then I passed my T-shoot in 2019. So if you, welcome to the team, Eric. Oh, your last name's gonna kill me. I'm just gonna call you Eric. Welcome to the team, Eric. Say welcome, Eric.
Welcome, Eric.
Maybe I don't know. What will you do if they give a super chat? Smile, tell a joke, throw the baby.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So, anyways, basically, I don't have my CCNP. I'm not CCNP certified, which hurts my soul a bit because I felt so good to pass the T-shoot in January. So now I need to pass both the route and the switch to become CCNP certified. I've passed it in the past, I need to turn my sound off. That's kind of distracting.
That's really distracting.
So I passed it in the past, but man, I've got to do it now. So the deadline I mentioned for you guys, I made a video about the CCNP. You got to get your CCNP before February 2020, or you're not going to be grafted into the new one. Now it's on me. I've got the pressure now. I have to focus on that now. And you better believe my goal is to get the route done and the switch done before February 2020. In fact, I'm gonna shoot for having it way before then. Certpocalypse. So it's gonna be a rough one because I'm also studying for other stuff. But I have to get this. I can't just not have my CCNP going into the new year and Certpocalypse. I want to inherit the enterprise. So what does that mean for me right now? It means, Abby, I'm sorry. I'm going to be studying a lot more. More than I already do.
Yeah, so basically the same.
No, it won't be the same. It'll be, I'm not going to spill my coffee. Everyone knows I don't. Have I spilled my coffee on the stream yet? Or any of my videos? You guys know I'm good. I know I get comments about that all the time. But the good news is that I passed the T-shoot in January, so it's still a bit fresh. Now, the bad news is that I don't work with this stuff every day. I mean, I've probably forgotten most of it already. I'm sure if I started blabbing it again, I feel good. But anyways, tight timeline. I'm doing this. I'm getting my route. I'm getting my switch. I'm right with you guys in the trenches. So, man, I need the encouragement just like you do. So, let's do this. And I guess the biggest question is, what am I going to be using to go for it, to get my route and switch? What training materials? How am I going to prepare myself? And it'll be very similar to what I did with the T-shoot. My absolute favorite labbing software, Boson, I'll be using them. So their CCNP NetSim 12 is absolutely incredible. The best simulator I've seen. And yes, you can lab up with GNS3, EvenG, all those things, and they're great. And I'll probably end up using a little bit of that too. But they're just hard to set up, convoluted, and they break a lot. Boson, you just turn it on. It's stupid simple. They've got pre-built labs, and I stink and love it. So yeah, I'll be using that, and I'll be using the XSIM from Boson as well. So the practice exams they have from Boson. Now, if you've ever used their software for practice exams, you know they're beastly. Like if you take that and you pass it, you're probably going to pass the exam, because I think their practice exams are harder than the actual exams. So you'll be golden. You'll be fine. Oh wow! Someone said that you just gave birth and you still look amazing, and you do. You do. You look awesome.
I have nothing to say.
Can you believe this lady has had 4 children? This is our 4th
Someone
daughter.
said I look like I look 12.
Yeah. Well, she's not.
I'm not 12.
She'll be.
I'm almost 30 actually.
You'll be 30 next year, right?
in March.
I'll be 30 this year.
He'll be 30 in like a few weeks.
Yeah. So, and oh, by the way, so that's my big CCNP news. The bad news for myself, I don't have my CCNP, which hurts my soul, but I'm going to. That's the good news. And the other good news is that I'm going to take this opportunity to make as much content around the CCNP route and the CCNP switch and just have a ball with that. I mean, it's going to be so fun just to lab it up. And one thing I'm going to try and do as often as I can is show how I'm going to automate it as well. So I'll lab it up. But then, I'm learning Python. I'm learning automation. I'm learning Linux. I'm going to lab that sucker up, and I'll display that and do some fun stuff. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm bummed about it for sure, but I'm going to take this opportunity to just go back into Cisco. Because as you may have known, and seen from my last maybe 10 videos, I haven't been doing much Cisco stuff. I've been talking about Linux and Raspberry Pi and hacking, which, dude, is slightly addicting. I mean, it's kind of like coffee. You first sip and you got to have a whole pot. That's just me. And that I have, my wife.
I agree.
My wife drinks black coffee too. You did not drink black coffee to begin with, but I got you on that, and now we drink black coffee together. And anyways, someone got here late. Rocky, hey Rocky, it's good to see you, man. I don't have my CCNP. That was the secret. I don't have it. I don't have it. I missed out. And Miles, you should get a Raspberry Pi right now. They're amazing. I've got 2 behind me, 1 running my Arduino on the wall, so I'm addicted. I'll probably end up buying more, to be honest, especially to build my house. For those of you just joining me, you're asking why I don't have my CCNP, because even though I did pass all 3 exams, I did not pass all 3 exams within the span of 3 years. I passed my first exam back in 2015. I passed my last exam in 2019. Do the math. Doesn't add up. So, boom, I shot myself in the foot, and thanks a lot, Cisco. No, I get it. I should have read the rules. I should have been more observant, and I shouldn't have taken so dang long, because it doesn't take that long to get your CCNP. It shouldn't take that long. If you hustle and you focus, you can probably knock out each exam within 3 months. 3 months for each exam, especially if you're coming fresh off your CCNA, which I did not do when I first started. So it took me a long time. I got distracted. But yeah, it sucks. But it's cool. Again, it's going to be great to go through the journey again. Honestly, I've missed going through the route. I miss going through the switch. I miss going through all that stuff. I miss labbing it. And now I have a really good reason to do it. So I'm going to have a blast. And I'll be diving into EvenG too. I heard so many things about EvenG. I'm going to do it. Rocky, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, for the baby, and that sucks about your CCNP. Agreed. So I have a new baby, but I don't have a CCNP. But I will. So anyways, I wanted to answer one question I saw on Instagram. Actually, let me pull it up. Enrique has a good question while I'm pulling that up. He says, do you think the CCNP will lose weight now? Lose value, I guess, is what you're really getting at. Now that it'll be easier to become CCNP. And someone asked, does my wife know anything about networking? El Toledo.
I know everything.
Well, she should. I tell her everything I learn, pretty much. And I'm going to quiz her here in a moment, so that'll be a fun one. No, I don't think the CCNP is going to lose value. I think the CCNP will not be easier. Honestly, I don't think that. I think it will actually. I think the CCNP will actually be harder. Why? Well, because it's going to cover so much more. It's going to cover so much more. It's going to have a larger breadth, and the CCNA is definitely a great exam now. I love what they did with it, but it's not as heavy as it used to be on the networking concepts, on the just the routing and switching concepts. So going from CCNA, because it's just called CCNA, to CCNP Enterprise, it's going to be a pretty big jump. You're going to have a bridge of knowledge that you will have to bridge yourself or going through Cisco classes. I advise you to go just figure it out yourself, but anyways, I asked some questions on Instagram, or I asked you for some questions on Instagram, and one was I'm gonna find who it was actually. Someone asked me. Oh, it was Jacob Torkelson, which I think is a really great last name. He says, "Am I moving more into the realm of security and Linux and hacking? Am I going away from Cisco?" I think someone even asked, "Am I moving away from Cisco?" Yes and no. I have found that I love open source. I love Linux. I love hacking. I love all of those things because the community support is incredible. It's really, really fun. And I think that's pretty much what more reasons do you need? And they demand a high salary, and they're fun to make videos about. And honestly, it's something I've always wanted to do. When I was actually an engineer working in the field, I didn't have the time to devote to looking at open source because I had to learn Cisco. I had to deploy Cisco. That's what was required of me. But now I have the luxury of going more open source, which I think is more fun. And honestly, I think, man, I'm going to call it, I love Cisco to death. But I think more and more companies are going to invite new vendors into their environment. We're going to see much more multi-vendor environments, even open source software coming into the environment because it's just getting better and better and better, and I love it. Super chat from Bite Hunter. Thank you. If you have a question, let me know, and I'll answer it. But anyways, how do I earn a living now? Someone's asking me that. I don't work in the field anymore. Well, actually, I train for a living. So CBT Nuggets, if you've ever heard of them, they're a fantastic training company. I watched them to become what I am now, an engineer. And they contacted me after I made a few YouTube videos, and now I'm a full-time trainer with them. So I make courses. I do Cisco collaboration. I'll be working on the new CCNA with them this year, and also the CCNP. So I'll be producing courses for that as well, working with Jeremy Chara, Anthony Sequeira, and Keith Barker. Which, by the way, I've been a big fan. When I got my CCNA, I watched Jeremy Chara on CBT Nuggets. And that was the best thing ever. So to now be part of that, to be a part of that team, to make the CCNA on CBT Nuggets it's a dream come true for me. And it's going to, think about this. Keith Barker, Anthony Sequeira, myself, and Jeremy Chara. That's good. That's like a dream team. It's going to be amazing. So this CCNA is going to be incredible. We're already working on it. And we'll also be doing the CCNP Enterprise and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Anyways, that's what I do. And then also YouTube. I do more and more YouTube now. All right, let's see. I'll go to Instagram. Now, I have a question for Abby. Someone asked on Instagram, how is life after 4 kids? Because having 4 kids is kind of
It is a little different.
It's a different thing. It's a rare thing. Not everyone has 4 kids. The atomic, or the mean, the average in America is 2.3 or something. Mm-hmm. And we got 4. So how has it been after the 4th one for you?
It's basically the same, except just trying to get used to newborn life.
Yeah, having a newborn is different. Actually, look at this thing. Low maintenance. It's sleeping. It's on idle right now. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Yeah, she's really easy.
Bite Hunter, another super chat. Thank you so much. If you got a question, man, let me know. I'll go through here and answer it. But thank you. But yeah, pretty much after the 2nd kid, it's just one more, and they just play together, and you don't really notice. I love having a lot of kids. Fun fact, if you don't already know, Jeremy Chara has 7 kids, and Keith Barker, I think, also has 7 kids. So yes, it is. So we'll be there one day, won't we, honey? We have 4 girls. We're gonna eventually have a boy one day. Terrible twos. Networking Joe, you are exactly right. Terrible twos are what you have to worry about. Yes, I get a 2-year-old.
We have one in there.
Yeah, we got a 2-year-old sleeping in there right now, and she's in her prime of being the worst. She is a nightmare. I'll catch her in my office, my studio, messing with everything. The other day, she threw my Raspberry Pi at the door, and I almost lost it. I didn't lose it with her, but I cried a little bit. It was fine, though, I think. I haven't booted it up since then, but someone asked, is Jeremy Chara trying to audition for his own TLC reality show? I think he would be great. I would love to see him and his kids on YouTube, actually. Someone asked on Instagram, why am I thinking? Now I asked on Instagram. I did a poll. I'm building my new house and I'm doing new network hardware. I asked, should I do Cisco hardware or should I do open source? And I think I had an overwhelming response to do open source, but someone's like, why are you moving away from Cisco? Why would you do that? I've got a few good reasons. First, I want to work on stuff that's attainable for most people. Cisco stuff is expensive. Now you can get some used stuff, but they've changed their licensing to where if you want anything new and exciting, it's going to be license based, and you have to connect it to the cloud and have like it's annoying, and it's difficult for the person like you and I who want to learn Cisco and get our hands dirty with it and put it in our house and have it run our network. It's getting harder and harder to do the new stuff. So open source, it's so cool. So I've been looking at getting a white box, just a no-name brand router and firewall off of Amazon, installing pfSense on it and doing some fun stuff. I want to do like SSL decryption. I want to set up what's called a honeypot, which is another kind of wireless attack. It's more of like a white hat penetration testing preventative attack. You set up a honeypot, which is basically going to be like an open free Wi-Fi. So I might just name it free Wi-Fi. But whoever connects to it, I'm going to decrypt all of their SSL stuff and look at all their traffic if they're going to connect to free Wi-Fi. It's slightly illegal. I realize that. So I'm going to have to be careful, and I'm going to have fun playing with that. But someone said Cumulus. I might look at that. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Someone asked, how do I start Ansible and Terraform? Just install it and go. FreeBSD makes a nice honeypot. I'll have to check that out. Slightly illegal? Yeah, no, it's actually illegal. Someone asked, how do we meet? You want to go with how we met?
Yeah, we met in high school.
We are high school sweethearts. We actually met in photography school, our class.
Yeah.
Jerry Gomes, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, my CCNP, that sucks. Hey, enough out of you. I just bragged about you.
She's getting hot.
Working last 2 exams before deadline. Oh, and beautiful. He says beautiful. I'm assuming he's talking about you. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daniel P. 2012. I will shout you out. Oh wow, Brandon. He said this channel's changed his life. He went from having a job he hates to watching my videos, and now he has a job that he absolutely loves. That's the goal, man.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. That's where I was, and if that's been my only goal is to get people wherever they're at to either move up or change careers into this career, because this career is, I honestly feel like this career is a little cheating at life, because you don't need college. All you need is a little bit of time, a little bit of drive, and you can change your life. I did it. My brother did it. In fact, I need to have Cameron on for another live stream or some kind of video, because he recently passed his AWS Solutions Architect exam. So he's going more cloud stuff, and he's working as a wireless engineer now. I posted about how he got a CCNA last year, and now he's a network engineer, and he's killing it. He's making a ton of money, and he has no college. And no, I didn't help him get a job. That was all his own. I just told him, I just basically said the same thing I'm telling you. Don't go to college. Get your certifications. Get some experience. So I said, hey, dude, right out of high school, go and get a job at like a computer repair shop. And he did. He worked at this little computer repair shop, mom and pa. And he's fixing phones and laptops. Then he moved into the help desk role because he had that experience. And then from the help desk, he had a CCNA and then found a networking role all on his own. And it's totally possible. I'm so happy that the formula worked, because it worked for me, but I'm not sure it'll work for somebody else, but it totally worked for him. And it's worked for a ton of you guys. So there's nothing better, man. Nothing better. Thank you for the super chat. John, he said, question, I'm currently employed as a network engineer with my CCNA. What should I prioritize learning, certifying next? Linux, Python, or straight on to CCNP? I'm going to take a leaf out of Cisco Panther's book. Oh, I'm getting texts.
That's my phone.
Oh, it's your
my
phone.
iPad.
Man, Nicole's texting you. So what should you do? I'm going to take a leaf out of Cisco Panther's book. Do them all. Seriously, do them all. That's what I'm doing right now. I think you should really, really focus on CCNP, because you have a deadline on that. Like, Linux isn't going anywhere. Python's not going anywhere, but the exams you're going to study for CCNP, they're going somewhere. They're going to go away. So really, really focus, but then pair some Python and some Linux every once in a while with your study. So do what I'm about to do, and I'll do my best to demonstrate that. But when you create a CCNP lab, automate it. When you deploy your OSPF, when you deploy your EIGRP, manually make it happen, but then automate it and then deploy it again. That would be so cool, and that would be immediately practical to what you want to do. See, if you're currently already a network engineer, man, that'd be so fun. That's what I would do, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not just giving that advice now. I'm actually going to stink and do it, and it's going to be fun. All right, let's see.
Has your wife ever punched you? Yes.
Has my wife ever punched me? Yeah, you have punched me.
Not in the face.
I
wouldn't mess with his face.
Man, this is my moneymaker. I got a bit of cushion, though. You can hit me in the jaw. Super Tao, how's it going? One of my members. Someone asked, Mark R asks, can you branch off into cybersecurity after being a network engineer for a few years? Yeah, you can jump into cybersecurity as soon as you can get a job. I mean, it doesn't take... some jobs want the world. They want the moon, right? They want you to have 20 years of hacking experience at the NSA. But that's just what they want. Apply for the job. Start working with cybersecurity right now. What I'm learning is the requirements for certain things are fluid in a lot of situations. So just always try it and start working towards cybersecurity now if you want to get into that. Super chat from Carla Rain. Thank you so much. And step one, where do we start? Hard question to answer because I don't know where you're starting at. If you're starting from nothing, if you don't know anything about IT, which I'm about to demonstrate what that looks like. No, she actually knows a bit because I've been feeding you a lot of stuff. If you're starting from nothing, I would say jump into the A+. IT may not be for everyone. I understand that. Like, I think anyone can do IT, honestly. I think anyone can do IT, but what I want you to find out is if you enjoy it. Because if you don't enjoy it, if you don't have a passion for it, you're going to go nowhere. Because that's what makes someone successful in this industry is when they like fall in love with it and they start tinkering with it, and before they know it, they're not working anymore. They're just having fun. I mean, when I'm working, it's fun. Like, it always is fun. I spend way too much time working. Isn't that right, babe?
Yes.
But if you already know a little bit about computers, and you find out let's say you have nothing, you go to the A+, and you're like, wow, I love the A+. The A+ is great because it gives you a wide breadth of, like, okay, we've got cloud, we've got networking, we've got all these different things you can kind of play with. You might just really love one area, go down that path. If you love servers, go down Microsoft stuff. If you love Linux, go down Linux. Linux is so fun. If you love networking, go down networking. And there's so many things. But yeah, sample that, and then from there, I always tell people, never wait to get a job. Start applying for whatever job you think you can get, or maybe you think you can't get. Start applying immediately, but then study, get vendor certifications, Cisco, get more CompTIA, like Linux Plus, like I'm doing, and just try to lab as much as you can, get as much hands-on experience. Hope that answers your question. Mr. William Murray, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. And he says, how would you describe the market for network engineers in the DFW area? And by the way, I will crush the route and switch. I sure hope so, because I got to be totally transparent with you guys. I'm a little scared because I failed the switch once, and I failed the route twice. That second time I failed the route exam, I almost lost my stinking mind. I remember driving away from the testing center, and I came to the stoplight, the first one I stopped at, and I was like, I just grabbed the steering wheel, and I screamed at the top of my lungs, just, ah! I was so frustrated. And I think I even like hit the trunk of my car when I got home, and I dented it or something.
Oh yeah, you did leave a dent.
I did. I was so mad because I worked hard, man.
Wait, you failed it twice?
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
I'm just kidding.
Next we'll talk about support. Jerry Gums, thank you for joining. Welcome to the team.
Can you ask me one question?
I will. It's getting hot in here, isn't it?
I'm about to die.
Ooh, I can't wait to get my new studio and my new house. Welcome to the team, Kyle. Say welcome, Kyle.
Welcome, Kyle.
All right, so William, I got to answer your question. What's the market like for network engineers in the DFW area? It's like I'm not actively looking for a job, and I've tried my best to go to all my resumes and say I'm not looking, but I still get calls every day. Like today alone, I got 4 calls, and it's hot. Like it's It's hot in here right now, but it's hot in DFW. It's actually literally hot in DFW too. But no, the market's amazing. Like really. Now I wouldn't say like, oh, Chuck told me to move here. Now there's no jobs like that. I feel guilty about that. But look on Indeed, look on LinkedIn. There are so many jobs in DFW, and I've never had a problem finding a job. I've every time I've moved to a new job, it's always been like deciding between like 3 jobs, right? Remember how agonizing that was? I would be interviewing at 3 places. I would get 3 offers, and I'd have to decide, okay, which of the 3 am I going to go to? Like I've done that twice now, because the market's like so hot here. It's amazing. The best problem in the world to have. So everyone move to Texas. Super chat from J Deep. Thank you so much. Says love content. On a side note, is there anything that my wife complains about my job? Man, where do you begin?
What do I complain about? I don't complain.
You complain with how much time I do. Like
I was joking.
oh, you were being sarcastic. I can't even tell the sarcasm.
No, I'm not good.
I know she hates how much I work. That's our ongoing thing. Is
I mean, it's not that you have to work a bunch. You just like it. You like it.
Yeah, that's. Well, also I think the lines are blurred sometimes too, because I'll say, "Honey, I have to work," and you're thinking I'm just playing. Honestly, sometimes I am, but it is work. The lines are blurred. That's what happens when you do something you love, is that the lines are blurred. I'll become like that weird scientist who never comes out of his basement. That's kind of what I am now. Like, and it's, I'm trying to find a balance. We're working on that. It has been a contention point. So that would be the biggest complaint. Let's see. Let me ask you my technical questions. So
Okay.
if you start sweating a puddle, you can jump out of here.
About to crack the door.
Oh man. Yeah, so right now my studio, I'm in a closet with no ventilation, and in Texas it's like 100 degrees right now, so it's not ideal. I'll just bring it up here.
Baby's making me hot.
Yeah, and plus our children like put off a ton of heat. All right, here we go. Questions for my wife, and these will be basic. These will be questions that you guys may or may not know or are learning currently, and I think you may benefit from this. So Abby, what is an IP address? In your own words, what do you think an IP address is?
Is it like the thing? It's like 172.2 something dot something something. It's like 9 numbers. Is it an IP address?
You're on the right track. But what is it?
It's like the number to the website, right?
Yeah. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, let me ask this question. What has an IP address?
What has an IP address?
Yeah.
The internet?
You know, you're being very generic with your terms. Trying to turn her iPad off. It keeps going off.
I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a hint. Like, this has an IP address. Your iPad.
Oh.
Every one of the people watching us has an IP address, and that's how they communicate with the internet, with YouTube, who also has an IP address.
Okay.
It's like a home address. You're writing letters to people. You got to know their address. Like a phone number, you got to know how to call them.
See, I was right. It's a number.
It is a number. You're right. All right, here's the next one. Now, I'm expecting you to know this because I included you in 2 of my videos talking about this.
That doesn't mean I was listening.
And I've been talking your ear off about this. What is Linux?
It's a certification.
No. Everyone just
Hold on. Can you give me a hint?
Windows. Microsoft.
It's an operating system.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
I couldn't remember.
Bonus points. What's different about Linux from Windows?
From Windows?
Like Microsoft Windows and Mac OS. What's different?
It's like a black screen. You have to put all these letters and numbers in it. It's like the old...
It's command line.
It's like that.
Well, that's a misnomer. Very much, if you know Linux, you'll be doing that a lot. But people will get really mad at me if I don't tell you that it does have a pretty GUI, graphical user interface. So it can be just like Windows, where it's pretty, like the Raspberry Pi. Remember how I plugged the Raspberry Pi in and we had like a interface that girls could use?
Yeah, it was alright.
Okay, well, I'm not asking your opinion on how great it was, but but that's what it has a GUI. It's but what's the big thing, the big difference about it versus like Windows or Mac OS?
Yeah, I don't know that.
It's open source. Do you know what open source means? It means it's basically free to copy, to reproduce. You don't have to pay for a license, or Windows, you have to pay for a license. Mac OS, you kind of have to pay for it because you have to pay for the hardware, because Mac OS and their hardware are bundled tightly. But Linux is free.
This is basically how our conversations go.
Exactly. Yeah, she's reading the chat. She's not even listening to me. I'll ask her next chat or next time we do this if it happens again, and she'll not even know. Super chat from Kelvin. Thank you so much. And join late. What happened to my CCNP? I don't have it. It's gone. I don't have it anymore. Basically, you have to pass all 3 exams for CCNP routing and switching within the span of 3 years. I didn't. I took my first one in 2015, my last one in 2019. That's 4 years. And my route and switch are now expired. So I have to take both of those now to get it.
Hold on, let me answer this question.
Okay.
How hard is it having a husband in the IT field? It's not hard. It's just annoying because they tell you a lot of information you don't need. That's basically it.
And we take down the network a lot in the house.
That too.
We're always messing with stuff. But the benefits are unreal though, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
Like she doesn't work. She stays at home.
Yeah, I've been a stay-at-home mom for like 8 or 9 years, so.
Yeah, so someone asked me when did I get started on the in IT. I got started when I was 21. And that was around the time we had our first kid. I was at the time before I got into IT, I was selling toilets. Literally, I was selling toilets. Not a glamorous job. I was not very happy. I was overweight. I was literally selling toilets in a call center. But when I had off time, I was studying up for my A+. I'm like, I gotta change my life. I've gotta change this. This sucks. And I did. I got my A+, got on a help desk. It was history. And this job IT has enabled me to have her work from or stay at home. So we're a single income family, which is amazing because she can do what she wants. She wants to do that. If she wanted to work, I let her work. I
don't want to work.
It's not up to me. If she wants to work, she can work, but she wants to stay at home, and thank God we can do that, and it's amazing.
Someone also said, do we homeschool? Or are we going to homeschool? Yes, we already do that.
We currently homeschool. This kind of goes into my philosophy about, you really started me on the homeschool stuff. I kind of wanted to send the kids to school to have like a regular school experience, but
it was definitely my idea first.
Yeah. So we're homeschooling our 2 oldest, and the other ones will be coming along like this one.
Someone said she does work. She takes care of your 4 kids. Yes, I do.
That's right.
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Mm-hmm. I do work at home.
Just never see that paycheck. No, she works harder than me. That's what I have to say, right? Line. That's getting hot in here. So I have a philosophy about school now. I don't believe in college. I think college is a scam. Now, okay, I know I'll get flack like, well, what about doctors? What about lawyers? Yes, there are things you have to go to school for. Like, there's no option. You have to have a degree or you can't do it. IT is not one of those things, and there's a ton of stuff that's like that as well. You don't need a degree to do a lot of jobs, and that's what I'm shooting. That's what I'm getting my daughters ready for. Like, I'm not gonna have them learn a bunch of crap they don't care about, like you do in school. I'm not gonna have them waste a ton of time. I want to teach them Linux and stuff right now. I want to get them programming. Like, I want them to have, instead of getting like when my first job was Jack in the Box, working the cashier. I don't want my daughters doing that. I want my daughter's first job to be programming something for someone. Just like. That would be amazing. I want to give them the tool set like that, and I want them to have a shortcut to life. Like the shortcut I found when I was 21, I want them to have that now, and that's my goal. That's my philosophy. Yeah, college is a scam. Yes. Oh, did someone lose me about college?
This is something about your stream.
Oh, is my stream gone? Is my stream gone? I think it's healthy. Let me know if I'm not live right now. That'd be very sad. All right, I think it's good. Let me know if I'm still on, because I want to know if I went down. Oh, it's back.
It's back.
How
long has it been? How long have we been?
Oh, die for a sec. That is kind of funny that I mentioned college is a scam, and who's NSA?
Someone's hacking you.
By the way, I was so worried that when Michael Montanez, hey, welcome back from you doing like kickball coaching? Welcome back. Glad you could join us. He tweeted earlier. I meant to respond, but I got distracted. All right, so I had one more question for you. I know you probably want to get out of here.
I do.
But the baby's asleep. That was gonna be your out.
Yeah, but I'm sweating. I didn't plan on sweating this much. Gotta go shower now.
So last question for you.
Yep.
What is the cloud? It's big right now. It's hot. What is it?
The cloud is where everyone's information is.
You're giving all these generic answers that aren't
These are
wrong.
right.
They're right, but they're not. Well, I wouldn't say they're right, but they're not wrong. And in the context of what I do for a living, what is the cloud?
It's where all the IT information is.
That is such a cop out.
I don't know what else to say.
Well, the cloud is like, I mean, you're basically right. But it's basically just you're using someone else's computer somewhere else in some data center. That's all it is. So you know that I have my own servers in the house right now, and I put all our stuff on there.
Mm-hmm. So we have a cloud.
Kind of. That's not where I'm going with this. But if I were to put that in the cloud, I would put that in something like Microsoft Azure, which would be someone else's data center, someone else's computer. Therefore, that's the cloud. Now, if I had someone else put their stuff on my stuff, to them, I would be their cloud.
Gotcha.
So, you're good to go. Thank you, Gibson, for the super chat. Always good to see you, man. Yeah, no, I think it's a parent's job to teach their kids more than just, how to use the bathroom and stuff. Like you got to teach them life skills, teach them how to deal with finance, teach them how to invest, and teach them how to do cool stuff that you already know how to do. I mean, that's what's cool about IT is there's so many things. Oh, it's so awesome. Anyways, you can go now if you're like really burnt out and hot, or you can stay for the remainder of the. If you can tough it out, I can hold the baby.
Okay, she's super hot. Like my arm has a puddle in it. Like look at her head.
Oh my gosh, she looks so sweaty. Ooh, I'm sorry, baby. It's hot in here. Oh man.
Golly, my shirt's wet.
Someone asked me on Instagram. Actually, they have a cool username. Let's_code_Python. What do I do all day? What am I doing?
Can I say what you do all day?
Sure, go for it. Let's see what she thinks I do all day.
You want me to tell him your schedule?
Yeah, go for it.
Nah, that's kind of weird.
Okay, I'll tell you what I do all day. I do have my dream job. So where I remember when I was working as a network engineer, I hated dealing with all the political crap. I hated dealing with all the stuff I didn't want to do. All I really wanted to do was learn new things all day. And that's basically what I do now. So I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly thinking of new ideas for my YouTube channel. So like the Raspberry Pi hacking thing, like that was so fun. Like that was most of that was pretty new to me. So to be able to do that was so fun, and that's what I do now. I wake up and like today, I studied Linux. I did some Python on Codecademy. I meant to do some CCNP study, but we had to go do something. I forgot. But yeah, my day is mostly studying and working, and I love it. I love it.
It's like 85% drinking coffee, and then what's the math? 15% studying.
Yeah, you're probably right. Sometimes at the same time, both. Someone said, Chuck, please do some DevNet stuff. Oh, that is on the horizon. Trust me. So for the new CCNA coming out, that's my section. So I'm talking about the 6th domain, all the automation stuff in the CCNA. I'm also doing all the automation stuff in the CCNP Enterprise for CBT Nuggets. So that'll be my focus here in the next 6 months or so. And as I'm trying to get my CCNP because I'm an idiot, I'll be incorporating a lot of that into the videos I make here on this channel. Yeah, Michael said he wants to get his girls into high school before graduation. Plenty of career paths now. I'm getting hot here. I'm starting to get lightheaded. So this thing is like a Matrix battery right now.
I told you she was freaking hot.
Yeah, like get your kids doing the stuff, even if they're in school, like traditional school, get them doing the stuff right now. They can have an amazing career before they even graduate. It's totally possible.
Did you have that beard at your first IT job?
I did not.
I did not.
I looked like a stinking baby. I was a little overweight, and I had like a little had a little bit of stubble, and I wore glasses. Man,
You weren't wearing glasses. You had contacts. You haven't worn glasses since you were a kid.
No, when Addie was born, my second kid,
That's right.
I was wearing glasses. I was a nerdy IT
I don't know
dude.
what you were trying to do with those glasses.
And then I got a beard, and everything changed.
So appropriate.
So I cannot tell you enough to get a beard. Any chance to get a CBT Nuggets promo code? Well, they lowered the... No, what?
That's not what I'm laughing
at. We don't... Well, we lowered the price like crazy, like from like $80 to like $50-something, like $59. So the price is like super low now. So no promo codes now. But maybe here in the future, I might do a giveaway. We'll see what they let me do. Oh, man.
Have you been looking in the camera the whole time?
Have I been looking in the camera?
Yeah, I haven't been.
Oh, no, that's what I'm used to doing it. Welcome to the team, Ryan, Olin. Thank you for joining the membership. I'll be doing some cool stuff with that here later, actually. I have her sister designing stuff for me. That's going to be something pretty cool for the members here. Mitch Hubble. How's it going, man?
Yes, I like his beard. And if he shaves it, I don't know what I'd do.
I can't shave. She won't let me. I'll see Buck Best, new to the channel. Got his Raspberry Pi 3 from Target and just ordered the screen from it. Oh yeah, you can buy your Raspberry Pi from Target. I saw that the other day. They have this like own little coding section. It's so cool. Yeah, I'll be doing more Raspberry Pi videos. I was going to make a video about Pi-hole, which sounds weird. Such a Pi-hole. It's called Pi-hole, and I was going to do a video about that. And I'm like, oh, I don't think there's many videos out about it. I want to try it out. And then stinking Linus Tech Tips posted one yesterday. I'm like, oh, man. No, that's going to sound like I copied him. So I can't do that now.
What is your beard grooming?
What's my beard grooming routine? You know, I don't...
Ridiculous.
It's not. I will go through a trimming process like once every, month? The rest of the time, I just put oil in it and I shampoo it. That's it. Stinking Linus stealing my ideas. Tell him I said that. Pi-hole is actually pretty cool, though. You can turn your Raspberry Pi into its little DNS server that'll block all ads for your entire network. So when you go to YouTube or you go to speedtest.net or any kind of website that displays ads, instead of having your ad blocker in your browser, this DNS little Pi-hole thing you have, if you point all of your network at this DNS server in DHCP, it'll block all ads for you. I heard it kind of works for like most YouTube videos, but it's pretty cool, so I wanted to try it. I might do my version, but Linus has a whole team behind him. He's really good. I don't know Linus personally. We have worked with the same people at points, but I would like to know him. Is it like a firewall? Kind of, but it uses firewalls. You do use DNS to block some things, but not really. I would love to do a collaboration with Linus. So if you guys know him, reach out. Do a Raspberry Pi video about a NAS server. I've done that in the past. So I right now I love my Synology NAS server. The best thing ever. It's my favorite thing. I use it all the time. But in the past, I was too cheap to buy something like Synology. So I bought a Raspberry Pi, hooked up a little portable hard drive to it, and I had a NAS server running off. I think I used Ubuntu.
Hey, if y'all go follow my Instagram, I will post a picture of Chuck without a beard.
That is a good idea. Look at idea person over here. That's good. So yeah, what's your Instagram? I'll type. Actually, yeah, I'll type it.
Just put it in there.
What is it?
It's my name.
What's your name? Is it just Abby Keith? No underscore?
Yeah.
All right, go follow Abby Keith on Instagram. And while you're at it, go follow me on Instagram. If you don't know, I do a lot of posting on Instagram. I use Instagram stories. I use YouTube stories here. So go follow me on Instagram. But yeah, and RetroPie. I'm thinking about doing a RetroPie build again for my kids, and also I have a nephew who I want to do it for as well.
Pie build. Oh yeah.
What?
Nothing. Myself. She blocked me. I didn't block anybody. I didn't even know you.
Trust the process. They're one of my friends. Okay, you can't block my friends. What's a full flight simulator? That sounds fun. Mitch, he doesn't want to see me without a beard. I don't want to see me without a beard either. Like, honestly, when I look at a picture like that, I'm a little scared. I will never shave this thing.
His license picture is the worst.
Oh yeah. Oh.
He also has a bad haircut.
I don't want to dox myself. I always show you my license, but my license still, it's hilarious. It's from me when I was 18, and I have to redo it this year. But It's me with like a dark black emo hair, no beard. So you can imagine the looks I get when I go to the airport and I'm going through TSA. They're like, it's not good. Welcome 80 Owls. That's such a cool name to the membership. Thank you for joining. Pi cluster. I've been thinking about that because I already have a bunch of Raspberry Pis. I might buy a ton more. I'm thinking about it. That's a really great idea. Is my older daughter studying for her first cert? She's not quite there yet. So, I've been teaching my kids Linux. And the interesting thing about teaching young children Linux is you realize that they don't know anything about anything. So I'm like, let me show you Linux, daughter. And she's like, what's a computer? I'm like, oh, crap. What's an operating system? What's a mouse? Because they've been using iPads. So it's a big learning curve. But it's happening. Raspberry Pi is in full effect. And I'm making them code. I have them do coding every day.
Do you have the same tattoo? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we both have matching tattoos. It's Let's Just Go.
Long story.
That's a long story. Go to our YouTube channel. It's Let's Just Go.family. We have a joint YouTube channel where we traveled, and we may end up doing it again. But that was fun.
You never know.
You never know. We sold all our stuff and moved to France for a while.
Last year.
It was last year, actually, yeah.
That was cool.
Welcome to the team, Robel Tech. Thank you for joining. What music do I listen to while I'm working or learning? I am a huge Hillsong Young and Free and Hillsong United fan, like to a detriment. Like I love it so much. I play the same songs over and over. My 2-year-old can recite all the lyrics. It's hilarious. But yeah, I listen to that. I do like rap. I get down with the rap. I like Post Malone. Who else do I like? That's about it, right?
I don't know.
I don't listen to a lot of music. Most of the time I'm like listening to training. But when I am like doing something like just repetitive, or if I'm
William Eyelash.
well, I do like William Eyelash. That stuff is weird. Toby Mac, yeah, no, I haven't listened to Toby Mac in a while. Do I go to church? Yes, I do go to church every Sunday. Yeah, I love lo-fi music. Like the music I put on my YouTube channel is music I enjoy. I like that. I'll never put something up I just think is gimmicky. It's something I really enjoy. Gio Campos says, can I get my CCNA routing switching in 4 months? Yes, you can. It'll be hard. Not going to lie to you about that. It'll take a dedicated schedule. It'll take a lot of discipline, but you can totally do it. Just make sure you get plugged into a community, commit yourself to it, announce that you're doing it, and schedule the test as soon as you can and go for it. Skillet, I get down with the Skillet.
Are they even still around?
Yeah, they're still around. I think he has a beard like me now, actually. John Cooper. Yeah, no, I love Skillet. Man, I remember at church camp having a little portable CD player rocking out the Skillet, man. That was good stuff. Are we going to bring back This Is IT? Well, David and we are doing more. I talk to David every week. David Bombal, and we will be doing more stuff together. It may not be This Is IT. That was kind of a passion project that didn't really pan out, so we'll see. DEF CON or Black Hat, both. I haven't been to either. I really want to go now that I've been getting into stuff. But yeah, it's getting hot in here, and I'm about to fade, so we'll need to end this soon.
Watch Netflix.
Oh, Justin Deemer said him and his son got to see them at Winter Jam. I remember Winter Jam.
Yeah, I do remember.
We used to work.
They still have it, don't they?
Yeah, well, we worked at an internship called Teen Mania at one point. If you know what that is, let me know. We went to the Honor Academy, both of us. If you know what the Honor Academy is.
One alumni here.
Is there one Honor Academy alumnus here? Let us know.
We sound like
El Salvador. Huh? I would love to come to El Salvador. Our goal is to travel, so I'll if I go somewhere, I'll announce it, and we'll all hang out. I'll do meetups. Jonathan, just subscribe to my CCNP collaboration on CBT Nuggets. Awesome. So I'll be honest with you though. I only did CIP 1, which I put my heart and soul into that. It was the best course I've ever made, and I had so much fun making it. But I didn't finish the rest. But I will be doing the new CCP collaboration coming out in Apocalypse. So I'll be doing all of that. Someone's best friend went to the Honor Academy. That's awesome. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So it's hot.
You always get this hot in here?
I do. It's usually why I end up ending the stream. Otherwise, I could talk to you guys all stinking night because it's what I love doing. But yeah, it's almost been an hour. I got to go. Thanks everyone for all the super chats. Thank you for hanging out with us. Abby, thank you for joining my live stream.
Thank you for having me.
Stop being a weirdo. I know this isn't your thing, but go follow my wife. She's an Instagram boss. She helps me out with some of my photos. Yeah, you are. You should go follow her. And she's a beast. And she homeschools our kids. She's a beast. And let me know if you'd like me to teach her IT. Let me know if you would like to see her get her A+ or her CCNA. I think she should. You think she should? Let me know.
I can't make a decision right now.
And if you're watching this after the live stream, let me know in the comments. You got to encourage her. Actually, go to her Instagram, comment all her photos, say you got to get the A+, you got to get the CCNA. That would be so cool. And then we could both teach our girls, and it'd be amazing. We had this like big IT family. Man, I have dreams. I just have to wait for other people to catch up.
You're insane. I
know, I'm a little bit insane. But anyways, thank you to all who joined my membership. If you don't know about my membership already, it's part of my YouTube channel. It's a small monthly contribution, helps me do what I do, and I'll be doing some cool things along with it. If you need help or community, join my Discord server. We got about 3,000 people in there now. Some incredibly smart people in there, way smarter than me. InfoSec people. I was just posting in there this week trying to get help with some hacking stuff, and like, bam, someone's in there helping me out. Shout out to you, Mr. Meow 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 Packet Farmer guy. And he'll know who I'm talking about. Anyways, whew, it's hot in here. I'll be posting some stuff. I think actually I'm gonna post a video tomorrow, I think, and then I'll be live again on Monday, regular schedule. Talk to you guys later. I'm gonna end the stream now. Bye, guys.